Hi, this is Flora Brown from florabrown.com. Did you know that sharing your personal story with your readers, with your potential clients, can help promote your business success? I want to give you some reasons that happens, and this is part of day 2, the Video Visibility Challenge on Spark and Profit Lounge. And we were asked to share some tips with our listeners and viewers. So that's what I'm going to be doing. The first thing you're going to have to do, however, is get over that upbringing that you had. You know, when you were young, probably like me and many others, you were told not to share your personal stories, not to share your family business. And I can remember in my family, my mother's age was a big secret. We did not know how old my mother was. And one day we were asked by our 4th grade teacher to have our parents complete some form. And on this form, my mother had to write her birth date, her complete birth date. And I don't remember what this event, what it was for. But nevertheless, I took it home, and my mother was visibly shaken that she was going to have to fill this form out, but she filled it out. And then she thought about how she was going to get this back to school without me finding out her age. So she folded it up and put it in an envelope, sealed it tight, handed it to me, and said, "Take this straight to your teacher and do not open it or look at it." And I didn't. But I never understood when I was young why that age, her age, was so important to her that she didn't want other people to know her age. And of course, I bet you can think of some things in your family that were secrets. They may not have been deep, dark secrets, but nevertheless, they were things you were encouraged not to share. Well, now I'm asking you to share your personal story to help promote your business success. And what do I mean by that? Well, how did you get started in your business? What motivated you to start your business? For many of us, it was some kind of problem, some kind of turning point that led us to our the business we have today. And that's exactly what you want to be able to share with people. Now, Lisa has done this already, where she shared why she left the corporate world and decided to stay home with her children, to homeschool her children, and to also be able to be in control of her life and her business and start her own business at home. So when you share these stories, it makes a huge difference, because people want to know, they want to buy into you before they buy from you. People do not want to give their money to somebody until they can trust them. And you've heard that expression about people want to know, like, and trust you. And your personal story helps to do that. So what are the 5 ways that your story helps? Well, first of all, it lowers sales resistance, because we are programmed to love stories, human stories. And I bet you can remember as a young person, and maybe even now, as soon as you hear those words, once upon a time, you are ready to hear a story, and we're all eager to hear those stories. So we're already programmed for stories. And then secondly, it helps your customer to see themselves mirrored in you when you share a problem. So for example, there were a couple of mothers who wanted to feed their children healthy food, and they were looking for organic baby food. Well, they couldn't find any, and they began to wonder if they could create this for their own children, and eventually they began to think, well, perhaps other mothers would like this as well. So their personal story was how they solved a problem for themselves and then shared that problem solved problem with the world. And people love to hear that, because they care about what got you into it. And if it mirrors the problem they had and they see where you've come up with a solution, they're a lot more likely to invest with you and buy and become not only a paying customer, but now they're going to also become a ripple effect. They're going to, word of mouth, they're going to have to help to pass it around to other people. And that's what you need eventually, because We will never get rich selling to our families and our friends. We have to sell to strangers, and strangers learn about us through our stories that other people share online and offline. Okay, what else? Your personal story can show your transformation. So if you have a business, for example, a weight loss business or health fitness business, and you have made a tremendous transformation in your life, and that's what led you to start a business, a service to help other people, that's going to be a tremendous help in promoting your business success. As a matter of fact, if your business is fitness, I think you're going to have a transformation story for us to want to give you our money. Okay, what else? It appeals to our joy of helping the underdog. When we hear how someone has overcome adversity, how they've gotten through a tremendous accident or a tremendous divorce, whatever has happened, how they have fought their way as a refugee, whatever has happened to them, if they've been able to be successful with it, we love to cheer on the underdog, that whole David and Goliath thing. So if you have a story like that, it can help promote your business success. Now, this is, of course, assuming that it's tied to your business. And then finally, people are inspired by you when you will give, when you're vulnerable, when you are transparent, when you share what has happened to you that's sometimes very deeply personal. People are really impressed and inspired, and they open up and are lots more willing to give you their money and become your customer. So these are the 5 ways that sharing your personal story can help promote your business success. Now, once you create the personal story that led to your business, what are you going to do with it? Well, your About page on your website is a good place to start. The introduction to your book is another good place to put your personal story. And it does not have to be long and tedious, but get to the point, tell what happened, what the transformation, perhaps the problems you went through to solve it, to solve that problem. And then finally, the business that you created as a result. You could put it in an opening to a speech. You can put that in many places. Every profile, every one of the social media sites, you have to have a profile. You could put it in that profile if you choose to. So, if you have not been doing so before, I encourage you to tie your personal story that led you to your business or your service or your product, tie it into your business description, and watch how much it's going to make a difference in the way that people receive your business, and it will certainly help promote your business, and they will spread the word for you. You will not have to tell them, because people love to spread the stories of success, personal overcoming adversity to success. I invite you to visit florabrown.com, and when you get there, you will see a number of services. The one I offer most recently is called Write Your Life Story, 2 pages at a time. This one is for people who want to write their life stories and leave behind for their families. But within that kind of workshop, I also work with business people who want to create their stories to help promote their business success. I hope you've enjoyed hearing some of these ideas, and I hope it'll motivate you to tie your personal story into your business if you haven't already done so. Thank you. And again, this is Flora Brown, Day 2, Visibility Challenge. Bye now.